The bit in between. The bit in between. A world between worlds of sorts. A double layer firmament A double layer firmament to add to my speculations in Breaking the Ice. With a play on words and things as we know them being possible truth within lies, I considered the following. Is the vacuum of space real after all? Now, I ask that question from the position that space as we have been taught it is a lie, and therefore doesn't exist in that capacity, but could within a different belief system of a dome covering the Earth or our enclosure. I'll try and explain what I mean, as even though the idea of real space is not possible in my theories, I can see how using those words and the concept of it, they could be telling of a gap of space between the first and second layer of the firmament or dome we reside in, an area that is above us. Making me think of that saying we have for when we have massive rainstorms. They say, the heavens have opened. And for the longest time I gave that saying no extra thought, until you start to wonder about the idea of huge biblical floods, and why we might refer to heaven being up there. I've also speculated upon what this realm is, and our real geography in articles Flat or Round, and Atlantis? No, that would be silly. Double rainbows. I'm amazed I didn't come to this theory earlier, to be honest, even mentioning double rainbows and the idea that rainbows are a reflection of the firmament in my article, Rainbows. But could it be that the double rainbow effect is more special than I thought, and only occurs when two layers of the firmament are reflecting perhaps? Being entirely possible that there are more layers, as above, so below, and all that. Eclipses. Perhaps as they pass in their different layer of sphere, there is a crossing of paths, as it were, appearing as an eclipse. And the odd video or photo you see of what looks to be clouds behind the sun, or of the sun setting into the clouds, coming down through that different atmosphere, which isn't as clear as ours down here where the air is invisible. And I wondered further after seeing a picture of a simple density tower, because it is a version of what I had imagined in my head for the layers of our realm. If you are unfamiliar with it, it's just a tube holding various types of liquid to show how they sit on top of each other and can hold different objects within those layers, depending on their weight. In my mind, us being the bolt at the bottom of the stack, in honey, heavy and thick, not able to float. Makes me think of when I've used the phrase towards a muggy day, saying it's like wading through treacle. But it also shows how there can be a bottom layer with all other layers sat above us, even holding objects within them. And if you change the liquids in the density tower from things like oil, soap, milk and honey to different liquids, ones that perhaps shimmer, stars, or create the aurora and show us a display through another layer of vapour or water or ice. Different densities and humidities of air and water, and possibly something else that I haven't thought of yet. It's still in the early stages of an idea at this point, with more thought to come on it, I'm sure.